Okay. Happy Tuesday. Let me tell you, there's no fan crazier than NFL fans, and I can feel it like in the room this morning with this energy.
Glad to be here next to me. Yeah.
Well, I like it. You guys have to sit next to
The reigning champion is in the house.
Let's have a seat.
I know. Around fans, sports fans, we take ownership for something that we really have no part of. I think it's an interesting.
How dare you say that?
As humans, yeah, like right? It's hard to you're ready to come out back and take your key fob away and walk all the way around the building, right? I know, so funny. Anyways, let's get started with one of my favorite things, which is filling buckets. Who has a bucket to fill? Someone to thank this week. I loved how enthusiastically your hand went up first. Damn it! I just blocked it up. What do you have?
I want to say there is Mike Hardy's bucket.
Okay.
I put him on the phone with my next door neighbor who wants to become a lender, and he spent 15 or so minutes with her, just like talking her through the whole thing. And it was really super nice of him. Very much appreciated.
Aw, is Mike in here at the meeting? Oh, someone go yell at him. I do my wife voice where I'm like, Mike, and then he'll probably hear it, but I don't think that's super appropriate. That's so nice. Good. Thanks, Hannah. I love that.
Shout out to raise your hand if you were on the LC. Happy to be here today. Yeah, shout out to the LC for start to have meetings of the committees, subcommittees, and kind of build
Yes.
information for this year
Very cool.
for you guys. So thank you guys for doing
Yeah. Awesome leadership. Awesome leadership. It's good, Manny and I were talking and we were saying that just the energy behind the ALC and the things that they're trying to build for you guys as agents is something that we're so excited to participate in this next year. And they're bringing awesome ideas. And I can't wait to unroll some of them. Oh, Janet gave you a shout out and you missed the whole thing. Anyway, that's great. Who else? Yeah.
Well, I want to start with you, but also Leslie, thank you for helping me that day. Penny, yeah. So just, I feel like I got all the support I needed on Friday. It was my first offer, and that I had to put in, and it was just a little nerve-wracking.
What was the purchase price?
Yes, it was a 1.278.
That's good. So thank you guys. Yeah. Do you know if it got accepted yet?
No, it didn't.
Oh.
It didn't. So we put a second offer in for a different property, and it didn't get accepted either. So we're still hunting.
Yeah.
We gotta-
But it's about the practice. That's the point, is that
Yes.
it's like, a little bit more the next time. And, I just want to commend you too. You've always been really diligent about coming to like the RPA class and the new agent sessions that we have. Do you feel like that's prepared you a little bit more for what you're experiencing right now?
Definitely. But it's a little different, I didn't, for sure. So, when it's real and when you cannot make a mistake versus, writing it on paper, it makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
But it was,
You did great.
oh, thank you.
Yeah, super proud of you. That's awesome. Who else? Good energy. Any other backup bill? Cindy?
Pepper Bell is back there cutting and chopping and doing all
Yes.
that stuff. Yesterday she walked all around town for sandwich stuff today on her day off. So I know she's not in here, but thank you, Deborah.
Yes, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll do my white voice. That's awesome. Anyone else? Okay, great. Moving on. Great. We want to welcome our newcomers. Brenda. I don't know if Brenda's here or if she's on Zoom. Welcome, Brenda. Brenda's a recent college graduate and getting started in her career. And then Miriam as well, getting started. Miriam's actually coming from insurance. She's been an insurance agent for many years, and now she's getting into real estate. And then Dolph. He goes by Dolph, just FYI. I don't see him in here either. But make sure you guys give him a warm coastal welcome. Make him feel home. We're so excited to have him as a part of our team. So welcome. You guys are on Zoom. Welcome. Okay, shout out to our February birthdays. We have a lot of them here on the list. Some of you guys are in the room. I know Teresa and Penny, and who else is here in the room that I see? Donna just had hers. Fritzy just had a birthday as well. So you guys just make sure you give them a little bit of love on this day. Well, month of love, right?
Happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday to everyone. So because Deborah's back there cutting and running and things like that, don't forget right after the team meeting, we give a little bit for us to set up. We're having our KW Cares lunch fundraiser. Some of you guys may not know what KW Cares is. Cindy, do you want to just kind of explain a little bit about what we're raising money for today?
Well, as you all saw the earthquake in Turkey, we have an office in Turkey, and KW Cares, when there's emergency issues, they just send a team out there. So we've got, I think, 3 semi trucks now, and they're constantly loaded up with, food supplies, what are those things, compressors?
Yeah.
Just
Generator.
Yeah.
Generator.
Things that people would need. It's been in Florida, just, all over the world and all over the United States. They also take care of us if a family member has a health issue that is pretty serious. We've had one that I'm aware of in kind of our area recently, and they got a $50,000 donation from KW Cares. So every little bit helps, whether it's, $5 on your transaction sheet. Janet is a constant contributor.
Yes, thank you.
Everybody gives in different ways, but even if it's just $1, those dollars add up. So we'll be sending all the money that we get from today's luncheon.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you. It's an amazing organization. When I first came to Keller Williams, I thought it was really amazing that we had a nonprofit organization that specifically gave back to our agents and their families. I feel like that's really impactful for a company to stand behind that and to literally help our agents and our people. I think it's great. Yeah, it's gonna be a whole sandwich bar. You guys can DIY your croissant sandwich. We've got chips, we've got beverages. It's gonna be really fun and all football themed, right? Great. Make sure you guys join us. Only $10. Okay, let's talk about our closings that we had this last week. Congratulations, Lindsay and Lindsay. I scarecrowed the David Green team, and I think this is Lindsay's first transaction, correct? Lindsay Ledesma? Yeah, it's her first transaction. Congrats. Allison Van Wig on her transaction on Santa Paula Circle, right? Tim Ford and Allison on 14th Street. Michelle Harding on Garner Ave. Andrea Schifrin. Yeah, great. And then Valerie Maldonado, good to see your guys' names up there. And then Brandy in there, like you. Yeah. Okay, drum roll, please. How much does that equal? Thank you, Chris. $3,516,000 in volume this last week. And that's what hustle looks like, you guys. It's good to see these numbers up there. We're having a nice, strong start to the year. It's great. Keep up the good work.
Can I just say one thing?
Yeah.
Andrea and Valerie both didn't have any production last year. And at the end of the year, they were focused and they're starting the year off hot. So they were both here. Valerie was here yesterday. And Andrea, I didn't see, but they were both very excited to be back in production.
Yeah. Yep. It's all about making those conscious choices. Okay, new listings. Oops, let me minimize this here so I can. Whose heavy feet are those? Great. So congrats, live distinctively on a cute little condo, 1 bed, 1 bath on North Bellflower. And that's just a little under 700 square feet at $445,000.
That just went into escrow.
Oh, good. Wow, that was fast. Yeah, 5 days on market. Awesome. Debbie and Rob Feldman, you guys want to pitch this? Rob.
Damn right, that's why we're here. Fabulous, for those that we live over in LaSalle, Rossmore area, and you guys know there's really not much up. So on Saturday's open house, we had 28 groups through.
Wow.
On Sundays, we had 29 groups through. A lot of looky-loos though, a lot of looky-loos people, because of the way the market is, they want contingent and gee, I gotta put my house up. Well, thank you very much. We've got other people in. So, again, everybody's threatening to write and we've got, a bunch of interested parties. So that's good. It's, so for those of you who don't know our personal life, it's 2 doors down from where we live. So It's one of the, in all the years we've worked, it's the easiest open house we've ever done.
I was gonna say, yeah.
So it comes with a Friday night dinner at the neighbor's house. Okay, just making sure.
Did you disclose that you're the neighbor? I think that's.
We had to disclose, and if I can do a teaching moment since I'm on the ALC, we also have plenty of buyers. We were down in Huntington Beach this weekend. And we had been working with this client. You all know that working with buyers takes a long time. And this one we've been working with almost 2 years. So people say we're nuts, but we get business. We're not pretty, we are 100% referral. And so they loved the house. They brought the husband. It was like, we were so excited. We were jumping up and down. They went to look at the house a second time. The neighbor next door came out and started screaming and yelling, "Get off my property! I'm gonna call, other day I'm gonna call the cops." And literally Deb got scared, which she never does. If you all know Deb. So what happened was the agent then disclosed, which they didn't in the 3 times we've seen the house before. He's suing the next door neighbor, and he's suing because it was a tragedy. His grandson, who was autistic, diabetic, made a stink. The neighbor went nuts, called the cops. The cops took him to jail, took out his meds, and unfortunately he passed away. So disclose to the fault, you guys. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So needless to say, they don't count. So but other than that, this was great. We have 2 more coming up, so we'll talk with you.
Mm.
Thank you. So,
Well, congrats on your listing.
thank you.
And really quick, because I saw Penny walk in. We,
Not me.
yeah, we filled your bucket a little bit ago.
We heard your footsteps, by the way.
Football.
For the tennis, sure. Good luck. Well, I'll talk to Penny after you're retired. Okay, anyways, Cindy Hindenburger, my dear, you want to put your listing?
Yeah, so this is there's actually there should be 2 in there. So this is on Martbella. This home is I'm turning fairly updated. It has an updated kitchen, it has a gorgeous pool that's been all resurfaced, it has AC, and it has a nice loft on the top floor. So we've had a couple of showings and but no offers yet.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, congratulations, and yeah, hopefully we can make a deal happen, right? Okay, Kendra Miller, just under 1.5, 1.498. It's a 2-bedroom, looks like 3 bath, maybe 2.5 baths there in Long Beach in Belmont Shore. Right down there with all the hustle and bustle. Meal team, Carlos and Ileana, congratulations on your listing in Carson, 665,000, 3-bed, 2-bath. 60s on market. Donna Herman, congrats on your listing, East Ocean Boulevard, 1,050,000, 3-bed, 2-bath, gorgeous view, wonderful, literally walking distance to the beach for all you beachies, right? Cindy, why don't you go ahead and pitch your other listing?
So that is on Ravenna, the same neighborhood. It is 4 bedrooms, a 2-car garage, 1,600 square feet, and it's a great mid-century style home. It's some updating, but it's real vibe. Someone at 840.
840 Carson, same neighborhood, you
Same
said.
neighborhood.
840. Okay, perfect. And we'll make sure it makes it on the team meeting this next week. Anyone else? Listing pitches, buyer needs. I love how many hands went up. Janet, go first.
Thank you. She called on me.
Get my hand was up, That's how much I talk, so.
So I have coming up in University Park Estates, also known as the Hole. On Momita, I've got a 5-bedroom, 4-bath, tri-level home. It is going through the KW Concierge program. So this was a 50-year home that was looking very sad, and it is being completely refurbished. I don't know exactly what we're gonna put on the market for, probably about 1.45, around that.
Awesome.
But it should be coming up later this month, probably in about 2 or 3 weeks.
That's
And
exciting.
So if anybody has something for that,
If you have to list it without the improvements, what do you think the price would be?
without the improvements, it would probably about 1.2 maybe.
The closest comp is 1.245.
Yeah.
It's sold up this street. I just happen to live right around the corner.
Oh, okay. This has an addition,
Yeah.
so it's perfectly set up for somebody who wants an ADU because they added an extra
Oh, awesome.
bedroom downstairs. It's actually a pretty exciting property, so you've probably driven by our mess.
Yeah, and then I walk my dog past.
Oh,
Yeah,
cute.
we've been kind of living in the garage lately. It's built to rafters.
Is this your?
No.
Nice. Yeah, Janet has that strong referral business. I love it. Rob.
Yes. We have one coming up in Belmont Shore, on the largest street in Belmont Shore, in Glendora. Can't tell you any more than that. It's it's a townhome, and then they have 2 on the lot, and the HOA is all at $1 a year.
Oh.
So it's really great there. Of course, with the last rain, we were ready to put it up, and the roof leaked, and it leaked. And so they're in the middle of fixing that, but it'll go up there.
Good.
It'll be, since Mary wants the price, it'll be around $1,185,000. It's gonna
Good
be
job.
a beautiful tri-level. It's got a gorgeous view of the ocean, and the jacuzzi, of course, is up, the hot tub is up top on the 3rd level. And it's nice. So that
Awesome.
one, and then, we have one coming up in Rossmore in the condos on Montecito, and it is absolutely positively a dump. And it's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath. I will tell you that, as you all know, Rossmore is 12,200. And a tenant lived in it for 30 years, and the owner just let her kind of live. And one of the few that we had walked in, we had to walk out. That's how bad it smelled. So we hope an investor will pick it up, and it's gonna go for around $400.
Does it have does that have the garage or just the
Carport.
carport? Okay.
Yeah.
And does it have in-laundry, washer dryer? Is it gonna be cash?
It'll depend. I mean, there's more to it. I'll talk to you.
Good. Yeah. Please connect afterwards. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I saw Penny's hand first and then Edward and then I saw Leslie back there.
I have a Rushmore, but it's a beautiful Rushmore. It's beautiful, beautiful.
We all know the LC members, and Benny and I know each other very well. We all open up.
So it's 69 square feet, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Beautiful pool, a slightly larger lot. It was updated, but probably like 15 years ago. So pink, travertine, granite, brown. But totally move in, very, very gently lived in. So we're just doing some, they're actually emigrating, so we're getting them moved out to Amsterdam, and then we'll stage it, doing some repairs on the garden. So hopefully, I'm thinking first week of March. Where the comps are sitting at the minute, probably 1,435-ish. Ish. That's my new word, ish. That's the first week of March.
Awesome. Congrats, Penny. Good to have something in Rossmore, right? The inventory is so low. That's so good. Edward.
Oh, my client has 400,000 cash to invest.
There you go.
There you go.
Let's talk.
Done deal.
So there you go. Either place or a condo. It would be a nice down payment, but they want residual income.
Great, thank you. Leslie.
We still have a buyer who's looking in Huntington Beach, 4-bedroom, 3-bath plus. If it's a 2-story, we need to have a full bathroom and bedroom downstairs. Pool's fine. They prefer Huntington closer to the steel side rather than the port side, and up to 2 million. So if anybody's got something come up, please tell me.
Good. You know, it is so good to hear all these needs and listings that are coming up. I think this is the most we've had in a couple meetings. And, you know, remember, come to these because you might not know, like we said, Edward may connect with Rob and they may get this deal closed before they move any further. So things like that can happen here in house and then we can work together and it can be nice and supportive. So this is awesome. Thank you guys. Congrats. Anyone else have any listing pitches, buyer needs?
Higher needs.
Okay, yeah, shoot your buyer needs.
Yes, so I have a buyer, looking for a house in Long Beach, preferably Bixby or Los Altos area. 1.1 to 1.3 cash, all cash.
Same buyer that you're writing offers
Yes.
for right now?
Yes,
Okay, cool.
yes, prefer, one floor, just one level, and also room for a pool or with a pool. And so, yeah.
Got it. Good. Let's make something happen. Anyone else? Okay. Good. Manny, come on up here.
I love the dance. I
I know, like you gotta do the dance. Come on.
That's great.
There we go.
He has a special for us afterwards. Our monthly broker metrics, we didn't do this for a hot minute, so we're gonna go back to do that each month. Let me just make sure this is the long. Okay, I saw the right hand side. It's gonna tell you what it is. So we're gonna go over 3 markets, right? Long Beach, Seal Beach, and Lakewood, kind of like around us to get temperature check. This is median price. This is year over year, so do the comparison. And this is for only residential, single family, townhomes and condos as well. So it's a mix of the 3, but usually condos, townhomes, condos and single family, there's some of the same indicator, maybe not the price point, but average like trend, like units, etc. Okay, so and I would love to, for you guys to, if you have any questions, comments or whatever, based on those areas that we're gonna mention. Okay, so this is for active inventory. Whatever is for sale right now. Look at the numbers, January last year. Oh, by the way, always month backwards, right? So I don't have the February numbers yet, naturally. Last year, 536 units compared to 459 last month. Big drop, naturally, right? We know that, 22 was a very challenging year. We are, as Halley mentioned, walking into a better market slowly but surely. And same thing, I've seen, you can second that, Simon, as well, from the other offices. We see more inventory kind of coming out slowly, right? Step by step. Closing is going to be a different story, but we'll see how that trend is going to look like the next few months. So that is Long Beach active, and you're going to see that the price point. The small change over there, price increase of about 3% increase in the median price. Right now, it's about 748. When it comes to under contract, look at the numbers over there. 221 units in January last year compared to 135 last month. Okay, 135 last month. Naturally, less inventory, less going into contract, but still reasonable numbers to whatever we have going on. Median over there, look at the price drop of 9%. We see the price correction this past year, most significant the last 6, maybe even 7 months, well 8 months if you count this year as well. Aggressive or slowly price drop. It doesn't happen all over the place. If you're going to ask, you're going to see Stacey States in 2 weeks in Anaheim. I'm going to ask her how's the Boise market, because they have a big team over there. They will tell you, oh my God, it's insane. Because the average price dropped by how much? Anybody knows?
Like
Boise?
60%.
20%. 20%. Okay, but the appreciation was also unreasonable, right? What is a healthy appreciation annually?
3 to 5. Single digits.
Some
6 to 10.
4. Thank you. The back 4%. What's a healthy market and normal market interest rate? 5, which means that we are currently in a normal interest rate market. Makes sense? So all the buyers are like, oh my God, they're fortunate to be in a 5% market, not crazy 2s. I mean, once in a lifetime, or they crazy 7, 8, 9, or what have you, right? So You can see right now that whatever goes into escrow has a price drop of at least 10% compared to last year. Sold, look at the numbers over there, 185 units last year in January compared to 130 this year. So there's a difference, but not significantly, big difference like the other ones. Look at the price over there, right? Almost 7% price drop. That's really how you measure the comps, right? I mean, active, a good indicator to like temperature check, what's selling, what's not selling, what's desired, not desired. Sold is the actual indicator of like what's happening, right? Well, what happened? Especially if you're new and like you're like, I'm not sure what it means, the difference is. So average median right now, as of January for median price is 727, but it's 728, 730, right? For the Long Beach area. Questions, comments, Long Beach? Seal Beach, we usually don't see high numbers over there. It's a very small market. Sometimes the numbers are kind of like off because if there's also the lower end in Seal Beach, so that can throw off a little bit, but there wasn't too much action in that end, mostly the higher end in Seal Beach the last few months. So when it comes to the active, you see that 25, 21 units this year, not big of a difference. It's always usually low inventory in that area. And the median price of the active currently is 1.4, right? Only dropped by 5% compared to last year. Into escrow, 9 units last month compared to 11. Again, it's just smaller numbers, it's smaller market share, but it's, we're fairly active over there as well. 16% drop in that price, so it's a big of a larger drop in that price point. Usually, let's call it luxury market. Most properties over there, they're, again, depends on the bubble, right? If you're talking about Brentwood in not north, but over here, Brentwood, like west side, price point wasn't really affected as different areas, right? Not the increase, but the drop, the correction. This is a bit more significant correction, right? At least month over month. Sold, look at the numbers over there, right? I mean, almost the same units, 5 to 6, and the increase is 14%. 14%. Again, might be a mix of different kind of price points, so it's not accurate science, but to give you an indicator of how things are. You always measure the units. Anybody here sold anything in Seal Beach the last year and a half, 2 years?
Yeah, Tony has.
Yeah. Yeah, price point?
1.2.
1.2. Okay.
Ish.
Yeah. That's pretty consistent. Yes.
Square feet, because mine at 1.2 was like 900 square feet.
No, that's the thing about Seal Beach, it's
So,
higher
yeah.
price, like square foot,
Yeah.
right?
Lakewood. Anybody here active in Lakewood area? Yes, yeah. A few of you out there. Active. You'll see that the price drops just almost 3%. 90 units compared to 70 of this year, last January, right? So it's usually a fairly active market. Look in between, right? So this is a slow start for the year, right? In inventory compared to look at the last few months, or end of last year, 150, 130. I don't recall the numbers. If it's like call it the normal market, but probably close to 200, right? Inventory on a monthly basis. So this is definitely a low threshold. In contract, in escrow, 27 went into escrow last month compared to 54, right? So it's about twice as less properties going into escrow, lower inventory. The price point over there is about 770. And what's closed, like with last month, sentence about half of what, more than half. Sorry, less than half of what closed the year before. Price point went a little bit higher. Makes sense because of, again, the demand, right? Compared to the inventory. Now it's about 800,000 average price point in Lakewood, which is, price is still high, right? Yeah, that's definitely a good price compared to different areas. So any questions, comments, anything else that you see out there, different experience? Yes.
I would say be very careful, guys, appraisals. That we all think, oh, the last 2 years, you've got no problem. I am fighting an appraisal that came in 175,000 short.
Short, wow.
Short. I've
What's the
never-
price, what's the price point for that?
The house is put in escrow at 1,275, and, I'd love to give Rocket Mortgage a rocket up their butt. Um. I don't worry anymore. It is what it is. So just that's out there, guys. When you're representing your buyers and when you're pricing your home, I still don't believe I priced it wrong. Might be a smidge, but not 6 feet. So, you know,
Sure.
just be super careful. Don't rush these things. Particularly when you're writing to your buyers, we're all starting to panic again because things are moving again. So slow down, really look. It's no fun trying to figure this like that.
You wanna get a second opinion or no?
I'm trying to do that today. Yeah.
And you know, sometimes, I mean,
Won't even accept the rebuttal that we've sent. Flat out refused it.
Wow.
Flat out. And I was suspicious when the appraiser said to me on that last week, when he even quizzed me and asked me, how did you arrive at the selling price? Your list price. And it's not that I wanted to say that through darts at the dartboard, but I didn't.
Penny, did you, when you went to the appraisal, did you,
Yeah.
so did you give the appraiser your whole?
Everything. Whole
Right.
packet from
Was it close to your, were the comps close to your price or you
Yeah.
accepted her price?
But, you know, so I'm just saying, just be careful, guys out there, take your time, if you've got questions, don't be afraid, I just met Mark, it was great, sat
And
down with me.
And
sat
then
down
you have a
with
Joni
completed
too.
appraisal.
I
Because I had it
listened
happen to me last year, I think
Yeah,
we did
yeah.
$100,000 lower, and I had that appraisal up by 75 by the end of the day.
Yeah, but for those of you guys don't know, Johnny's an appraiser too, so she's always a good
They have to look
resource.
at your
and-
rebuttal.
They do.
Yeah, so make sure you guys connect
So how do
afterwards.
you, I mean, Rocket Mortgage is known for this
Yeah.
bullshit. So how do you tell Penny to do it?
Yeah, you have to review that appraisal with the fine tooth comb, and there's room in all appraisals.
No, but what I'm saying, the rebuttal, they won't even look at it. Who does she go to
They
get
need
the
to do it, yeah, they have to do it.
Yeah, and maybe again, you guys connect
They're
afterwards.
responsible for
and-
that appraisal.
That's why it's also, so it's not your buyer, right?
Oh,
No,
I
she's
have to
listing
sell
it.
it.
So, yeah, okay, I understand, but I'm asking question in purpose, so people will
Yeah,
understand where I'm going with this. So who's your backup lender?
JMJ Financial.
Okay, so my point is like, you always wanna have as a listing agent, right? You ideally want to have the option to, you know, cross-qualify the buyer if you have to, or offer that your own lender to their buyer. If the buyer wanna buy, they don't care eventually who the lender will be if that lender cannot perform, right? So they can, you know,
They
you.
love their vendor right now, with the full appraisal.
Yeah, so
Right.
there's always a way to make it happen, so let us know what happened eventually, maybe, you know, next week meeting, we'll have some good news for us, ish.
Yeah, okay, thank you guys, that was a good discussion. Moving on, let's bring up Cindy, let's bring up the leadership team real quick. Sorry, I just see you out of the room. Come on up here, Simon and Cindy. And we got Deborah running around. We'll see if she can, she's still
cooking,
slicing,
it's making the cooking, okay.
making the cookies. Okay, Cindy, what do you have for us?
I really don't have a lot. Did you all receive your 1099?
Yes.
Yes, yay. Nobody's lost them yet?
Well, that was a great joke at the end, I totally missed it. What?
I'd still like to see the blank page.
Yeah, I usually start getting calls in October. Oh, I can't find my 1099, so I just want to make sure y'all got it. I know about your story, Jeff Colbert.
Okay.
If you have any questions, please come see me if you want to look or be able to see on your own reports, how to track things. Come see me and I'll show you how to look on your own multi-year trends. Some good information as far as what you've done in the past years if you've been here for a while.
Awesome, thanks, Cindy.
Good morning. Just quick announcement. Negotiating requests of repairs, the RR, and the seller's response to the buyer's request, the RRRR. I've been-
Iris. Yarr.
Yeah. So I've been seeing lots of questions regarding both forms, okay? When a buyer submits a request, right, there's 3 items that they can request, right? One, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, please do the repairs based on a home inspection or any inspections done, right? Number 2, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, can you give us credit in lieu of the repairs? And number 3, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, can you reduce the price of the current price we're in escrow? So those are the 3 things. Where I'm getting a lot of confusion with the agents is, can I only ask for one or can I ask for all? And what's the answer to that? Anyone?
ask for one.
You can ask for one?
You can ask for everything.
You can actually ask for all 3. You can ask for the seller to do repairs. You can ask the seller to do credit, and you can actually ask the seller to also reduce the price. Okay,
In those instances, is it because they're asking for too much credit and it's.
very possible.
And it's not allowed in the loan?
That's correct. Yeah. So that's why you need to know and understand the elements, and this is why it's crucial that you're in constant communication with the lender to understand what is the closing fees and what is allowed. Because again, what if you have an offer on a house that has a lot of issues, right? And you want to get the most maximum amount of repairs, credit, or even a price reduction. So here's just a quick note that you can ask for all 3: price reduction, credit, and also to do certain repairs to the property. Okay, so that's my 50%.
Nothing much. What was the buzz? Oh, you have the raffle today? Okay.
Yeah, they're excited about it.
Nothing much to add. We have a lot of things coming up, right? February is a busy month, and then it's before you know it, it's Thanksgiving. You have a big lunch over here, and then Christmas, and then another year ahead. You're not right. You're not right, Cindy. So, we have a very special event. We didn't advertise it because it's more of a private event for the commercial group. Next week at the SoFi. That's again only for the commercial producers. So that's kind of to start the year with that fun stuff. We have between our offices just over 50 commercial agents, right? So that's our sister offices. So that's a lot of firepower right there, and a lot of, big success. So we're gonna hang out together, do something special for those guys next week. That's on the 16th. Same weekend, 17th, we're gonna be out there in leadership in Anaheim for the family event, and the 18th we have a big dinner. I have for that dinner almost 60 people as well from our sister offices, big group of individuals. If you're attending the family event, you're also invited to that specific dinner. 20th, that's Monday evening, 5 p.m. I don't know the exact location, but it's like open access. It's not inside the convention center. I think it's adjacent to the convention center in Anaheim. We're gonna have our regional award ceremony. That's where some of our agents will receive awards at regional level in the top production and units and volume, etc. GCI earned. We're gonna publish the list so you guys can know who's getting those from our offices, at least from this office. You can attend that specific event, right? I'm gonna send you more information if you just want to drive down to Anaheim that specific evening and support our people. We do have, which is pretty remarkable, 3 again, if you're attending the family event in Anaheim, you're gonna be able to go and see them. If not, it's gonna be recorded. We have 4 of our agents participating in the actual breakouts. So they're on stage and sharing their experience with the world. It's pretty awesome because we have just under 180,000 agents in the company. So to reach out to you, to ask you to participate, to be on panel, it's pretty significant, right? It's not even the 1%. So we have from this office, Lindsay Skerka, she's gonna talk about social media presence and building that business in that capacity. I think those guys did close to $1 million last year, right? So she's crushing it. The David Green team.
She has like 10,000 followers or something too. I mean, a lot of her business comes from social media marketing.
Yeah, so that's Lindsay. And then we have the two boys, Ryan and Mason. They did 125 million last year in commercial. They'll be on stage talking commercial. And then we have Nina Alexander. I don't know if you know Nina. She's involved in the offices and sessions and what have you. She's part of the SNE, sports and entertainment. She'll be also on stage and talk about that. So this awesome group of people, our people. So any of you can be that person, right? If you want to be on stage at some point and share your experience because you're successful at something, right? So at least it should inspire us in that capacity. So I'm looking forward to that. And again, working with the LC, there's a lot of good stuff coming up, and it's going to be a great year ahead to work together as a team and make it worthwhile for you guys. So thank you.
Yes, I love it. Thank you, guys. Round of applause. Yeah.
I just wanted to say, I don't know that it affects a lot of people here. I have organized a 72 breakfast on Saturday, the 18th, at 7:30 at Hotel Lulu, which is directly across the street on Harbor from the convention center. And it's for people who are interested in 72 sold or, part of it. So it's a chance to meet with a pro partner.
Yeah, send us information. If you want us to promote it, send us information.
Okay.
He will design a flyer and we'll
Yeah.
push it out.
Perfect.
It's
Good.
brilliant. Thank you.
Yes.
We'll do that.
Yes. Cindy, can you grab a pen? Oh, there we go. Great, thanks. Okay, guys. So I wanted to share with you, you guys know I'm involved with the Women's Council of Realtors, and it's not just having fun drinking and speaking on stage, contrary to everyone's popular belief. But anyways, I was at a really great conference called the Elevate Conference just recently, and I had learned this from an agent who actually did a tech moment, and she was all about being a tech-enabled agent. She's really fun. She calls herself the nerd agent. She's branded it, this whole thing. Anyways, she shared this on Canva. And I'm a big Canva person, right? We talk about Canva all the time. And I didn't realize that this feature could be used to help build your businesses. So I just want to share this with you guys really quickly. Okay. Who in here uses Canva? Yeah, half the room. Yeah, get ready for this. You're gonna love this. Okay. So has anyone used, basically I'm gonna teach you the magic tool. So Canva just came out with the ability to be able to actually create documents inside of Canva, like a Word document, right? As if you were to go onto Microsoft Word, etc. So the first step that you want to do to use this new tool is you want to go to Canva, log in, obviously, click on the doc icon. Because it's a new feature, it should be right up at the front on your line of things that you have that you can click on. So click on the doc icon in Canva. The next thing you're going to do, this is what the doc is going to look like. Once you open it up, you're going to see that little plus button. Do you see the little plus button by that arrow? Great. Once you click the plus button, it's going to pull down a drop-down box. And the first thing that you want to select, and the tool I'm teaching you guys is called Magic Write. Okay. Again, you hit plus, it's going to drop down the menu, and you hit Magic Write. Now, this is so amazing. It's essentially your virtual copywriter. You guys, this is gonna blow your mind. Okay, so for example, I can type in Magic Write open house checklist. I can type in their new buyer checklist. I can type in whatever I want, even real estate related things. So in this example, we did open house checklist. You type, you hit enter, then you watch all the magic happen. Instantly on your document, an entire list is gonna auto-generate and populate to be able to create your content. You didn't even have to write this. This is social media copy. This is your buyer's presentation. This is even descriptions on your listings. This will, whoa, look at it. You did this like mind blow, right? Obviously this is still in beta, so they are working out some bugs. They said during the nerd agent gal said that she talked to someone from Canva and that they're expanding this more and more because it's been such a popular feature, more copywriters, more industry related things. So this is going to continue to grow and grow. So again, if you're not sure what exactly you need to say in a social media caption, in some content that you're trying to use to create more leads into your pipeline, you guys try out this new feature. It's very cool. Has anyone used this Magic Write feature? Yeah, it's awesome.
I use it all the time.
Sophia did too. We had fun typing in all sorts of stuff.
Cookie recipes.
Yes.
Everything.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah.
Inspirational codes.
How to
anything.
wash your hair.
You don't know that?
Never know.
It's going to compete with the new chat GPT thing now, the AI thing that everybody is using worldwide.
Mhm.
And was the biggest thing that's been since sliced bread. I don't, because I want to still write my own stuff, but is that gonna be like that?
Yeah, so there are some features, this new chat AI thing, which is so funny because it's not new. It's actually been out for
For a long
several years. It's just now becoming really popular. Listen, there are some features that are specifically geared towards agents. And that's why I do like some of those companies for that reason. AKA it's better for like listing descriptions and things like that, because you'll type in 3-bedroom, 4-bath house with a pool. And it'll auto generate your listing, you can modify it obviously, and it'll say gorgeous, custom, blah, blah, blah. Like it'll talk about all the features that you can modify. Those are great, but they're expensive, Rob.
Yeah,
The
no,
point of this, yeah, for sure. And
they're
the-
already in trouble because of college. People are using it in their college essays
Yep,
and stuff.
yep. Yeah. And so again, they're good for certain features. Think about this, put on the lens like you're a business professional and go, I'm already paying $9.99 a month for Canva. This can help leverage some other costs that I'm having in my business right now that I could cut or eliminate. Maybe we'll have another class on some of those AI things that they have right now with the copywriters. Again, there are some amazing features, but this is a good one you guys can try out today. Like Sophia said, type in cookie recipe and it's gonna pop up a cookie recipe, right? You don't have to go searching for something. Great, awesome. So Minnie talked a little bit about family reunion. We've got lots of fun stuff going on. It is not too late to make sure that you guys come and partake in all the fun things like the awards and the dinners and hearing all the speakers, right? We want to help you get in. If you need help registering, talk to me, talk to Cindy, talk to Deb, and we can get you going.
What's the price of that?
For the full, I think it's 1,400, right? For the full 4 days?
Right.
Yeah, 4 days.
There could be some opportunities to get some discounted ticket.
Yeah.
For like $9.99 $1,000. But you have to be very careful.
Yeah.
Buy those.
So we can help you do that, basically. Okay. Like Minnie said, Lindsay, of course, is speaking on Monday from 9:15 to 10:30. The regional awards, like Minnie spoke about, that's happening as well on February 20th at 5:30 p.m. at Family Reunion. Those who are attending Family Reunion are welcome to come. We want to help you RSVP. Okay. So, okay, I love when we started this. Okay, I just have a lot of energy about this because when we started this, I was like, okay, we're gonna do this little raffle and we'll just, people just get tickets or whatever for based on production, right? We kind of masterminded this whole thing and I thought it was really fun. Then you guys got really competitive about this and somehow started to hurt your feelings, Richard Sperling. It's not a trip to Jamaica. Hey, so for the next 10 minutes, you're just gonna. Okay, thank you. So anyways, it makes me so excited, you guys. There are so many tickets in here, and you receive every ticket for doing something productive that helped grow your business, aka coming to the classes. Cindy put these tickets inside of your closing, so you guys got extra tickets when you closed the deal, right? When you came into the office and worked on your CRM, Sophia was giving you a ticket. So the fact that this is full, it makes me so hopeful because it means you guys are putting in the work, right? If we put in the work and we trust the process, the business will come. Every single seasoned agent, listen to Jeffrey just said that. Every single seasoned agent will tell you the same thing. If you work in your business, it's gonna come back and pay off. So we have something really special for this. And I'm gonna draw 3 names. And then we're gonna tell you what the prize is in just a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna shake this up. Nenny, I'd love for you to draw 3 names for me.
Who wants to win?
Yeah, who wants to win this? We're ready. Okay, so just to be clear, go ahead and pull the name.
It doesn't fit.
Don't look. We're gonna pull 3 names.
That's a lot of.
Isn't that amazing? Yeah, isn't that amazing, you guys? Great, I know. It's been busy.
Who wants to win again?
And you guys don't even know the prizes.
Should I get- okay, so.
Just read it, yeah. Okay, so Darwin's not here, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna choose a proxy. Drake, you're gonna be a proxy.
They have to be-
Got it. It's okay, we'll explain in a minute. You too. You just. Okay,
Second
next one.
one is, well folded is, oh, cool.
Joni. Joni, hop on in. Hop on up to the seat here. Yep, hop on up. You too, Frankie, you too.
Here, number 10,
Okay,
and.
you're gonna
Come with me.
go with Cindy.
I go with Cindy.
Mhm. Teresa Lee, where is she? Okay, go ahead and call it Cindy.
Okay, everybody.
Okay, again, you are gonna be Darwin's proxy.
Okay.
Got it? Yep, go ahead and follow Cindy.
Go, girl.
Okay, are you guys ready for this? So I'm gonna explain to you what's going on, because they have no idea what's going on, and Cindy told me I can't talk too loud because apparently you can hear me all through the markets. Okay?
No. You think?
The three of them are gonna do a money grab. Okay, this bag is full of cash. And they have no idea what's in there, right? Mix of different things. Each one of them is gonna come out and they're gonna be blindfolded. And they're gonna be asked to put their hand in the basket.
Can I mess with Drake?
Yes.
Oh, the more is-
So, she's still talking if you put it back in the room, please. Okay. Okay, got it.
Are you ready now?
Okay, now I'm ready. Okay, ready?
I don't know.
Good, good. This is great. This is great, come here. Hi, Drakey.
I don't have much trust. Just putting that out there.
Better she than me. Okay, Drake.
Yes.
Okay, you guys, hang on 1 second. Okay, Drake.
God, look at you, Drake.
So you are gonna put your hand inside this bag and you are going to grab one full handful and pull it out.
Oh my God, scary.
Okay, go down in there, grab a big. Okay, next one. Yeah. Good job. It wasn't too bad, right? It wasn't too bad. Yes.
Nanny has planned for you.
Oh, you got some good ones in there. You got some good ones in there.
Yeah.
Huh?
Drake, the mouse, Drake, 25-ish is yours.
Yeah.
Next one, Cindy. Oh, she's coming. Here you go, Teresa. Oh, it's the major trust walk here with these people. Ready? Hi, Teresa. Oh, you're too good here. I'm gonna take your hand now. It's okay.
Now dance.
That really hurt though.
Okay,
It was wet.
so here's what you're gonna do, okay? I want you to take your hand out and I'm gonna put it in a bag and you're gonna take as much of a handful as you can grab. Do you understand the assignment? Okay, good. Okay, you guys ready? Just stand here, just like, ready? Okay, take your white ball off. Hey, Joni, you ready? Okay, look at her. That's you guys to walk down the hallway. This is too cute. Okay, Joni.
Is it
Here
still
we
alive?
go. Okay, I'm holding your hand now. You're good. Okay. So first of all, congrats. You're gonna be our
thank
last
you.
person doing this.
Okay.
Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna hold a bag out and you're gonna stick your hand in it, one hand, and you can grab whatever you can with one hand in the bag. Got it?
Got it.
Okay. Are you guys ready?
Can I just grab more than one thing?
Of course.
I have big hands.
Well,
Just be
okay,
careful.
are you ready? Okay, go ahead.
You did it right. You did it right.
Awesome job. Awesome job. Good job, you guys. What is it? So much fun. Good. Also shout out to the girls, the team. Next time. I'm gonna take the leftovers. Yeah. Okay. Moving on. Thank you. I forgot there was that second one. Okay, let's go. Here, guys. We gotta go. Okay.
Season finish.
You have some Niners fans here in the audience.
Worst game I've ever seen.
That was great.
Okay, just wanted to talk about free escrow, discounted escrow versus like a standard escrow fee. You know, I know a lot of realtors get text message, emails, like constantly hit up as soon as you list a property by escrow companies that are charging flat rates or discounted fees. I think the thing that people don't consider is what goes into your escrow fee, like securities, like encrypted emails, cyber insurance. Like escrow is not required to have cyber insurance, and we have cyber insurance, but we have to pay for them. So you think like if you're getting a cheap service, you're probably paying for what you get. So if you do those services, I would double check their, their insurance, their security, encrypted messages. Yes. Things to be aware of before you just go with something you think is cheap because it's convenient. You know, the value that you're giving your service to your client is super important, especially when you're dealing with so much legality and personal confidential information. You want to make sure that you're going with a reputable, very well serviced escrow company. So just keep that in mind, things to think about, things to ask before just, oh, it's free. Oh, it's only $300 before, you just jump in there and you have a bunch of issues. If you guys have questions about that or anything like that escrow should have insurance wise, like I'm very well informed with RESPA, the management, the leadership. That's another thing. A lot of escrow officers do not do recurring training. Like you guys have to have your license renewed every 4 years. Escrow, you don't have to have any certification, any licensing, any training. I constantly am keeping up to date on attorneys classes, on management, on leadership, on RESPA, on new laws that change. Anything that affects you is going to affect me. And we have classes that not everybody goes to or attends. I talk to escrow officers all the time, like, did you know this change? Did you know that change? I have no idea. And they ask me to send all my information that I get. So things you should also be aware of, like how current is your escrow officer on what's changing in the industry? Escrow officers that have been in it 20 years don't typically go to any classes ever to get retrained or reserviced on things that have changed since then. So just things to keep in mind on your escrow company.
I had a question. I see some of my clients using escrow where it's really, really cheap, but there's no escrow instructors. They use the deposit receipt only, and then they just send them a piece of paper.
Right.
So I don't know how that's any different or
So
is there liability for that or something?
yeah, I mean, basically, they are just using your contract, for example, as their escrow instruction, which escrow companies can do, because it says purchase agreement and escrow instructions, right? So everything that's in your contract is what's written. There's no changes, there's no instructions to escrow other than what's in there. And I think we all know there are a lot of things that aren't very specific to the escrow holder in that purchase agreement. So that's why we do our escrow instructions, right? Like, I have to order the city report, I have to order this, I need to make sure I get a trust agreement. Like, it doesn't say in your purchase agreement to make sure that the escrow company gets the trust agreement, the trust cert, things like that aren't written in the contract. So it protects me and it protects you to make sure I do my job and I release liability from you by telling me that it's my responsibility to do certain things that aren't fully listed in the purchase agreement. So releases you, puts it on me, other things that you should just keep in mind and be aware of. A lot of title escrow companies do that too. They just use the contract, or they'd only write like a letter, like, oh, we're the escrow company. And then all what's in the contract is on whatever you've written. They don't make any instructions. It's just what's there. So just things to keep in mind when you're choosing your escrow companies. I see a lot of times escrows transferred to me because they've had issues. I had one just transferred. It was all cash. This escrow company couldn't do what they wanted, so they moved it to me because they didn't know how to handle it. I have another one actually that's possibly getting moved to me too, just because another escrow company doesn't know how to use it, how to do it, never seen it. So just things to be aware of. Experience, security, liability is so important in all these transactions. And if you have questions, and like I said, I'm always a resource. If it's not my escrow and I'm not handling it, please don't feel like you can't come talk to me, because I don't want to be in a lawsuit. You don't want to be in a lawsuit. So it's just important we're all here for each other. So please use me as support, resource, anything you need.
Thank you, Sarah. So before Brandy starts speaking, I just want you guys to all do a special thank you to Brandy, who helped sponsor the KW Cares Lunch today. Ready? Thank you, Brandy.
I thought you were gonna talk about an oven or something.
We actually, when we bought our house, we had Brandy do the home warranty, and we got a new oven installed a few days ago. And the process was very simple because we continued to reach out to Brandy and have her be our go-to communicator through the whole process, because she knows what she's doing. We don't like to use our industry professionals, so.
No out-of-pocket costs.
Yeah.
Yes, but they listen to my Thanksgiving morning. That's what I want to get across. They listen to my annual Thanksgiving morning. So, and see, they got a new oven out of it. Okay. So does everybody here know what, wait, let me back up. Must you always file a claim first, or can you go just get things fixed and then send in a receipt and get reimbursement? Is home warranty a reimbursement company? No. Yeah. So are there any times that you can not use the home warranty and get reimbursed? So I'm reluctant to say this because I don't want you guys to do something different than what I'm saying. Yes, there is. That's what's called cost of service. Okay, so if we cannot get out in a timely manner that's set within the contract, say like during the summertime or something like that, if we can't get an AC tech out, usually though with AC, that's a bad example because everybody's having the same issues. But other incidents like a water leak or something, or a thing on the weekends, you can't get somebody out within that time, it's an emergency. We can do what's called a COS, a cost of service, where you can use your own person and we reimburse you at our cost. But you still must file a claim and go through the claims process to do that. You have to give us a chance to say, hey, we can't get somebody out there in time. You have somebody, you can do that. So just always call me first, always make sure you do that. I can approve that. I've done that many times on weekends, on Sunday nights and things like that. But we do have emergency 24/7 service. So you have to go through that avenue before you can get reimbursed and do what's called a COS. So there's a form you need to fill out and all that stuff. So that's the only way to do it. You have to follow those steps in order to do that, get the claim filed first. Okay, so just want to make sure everybody understands that. All right, thanks guys.
Awesome. Thanks again, Brandy. We appreciate you so much. Look at you, got a special one.
Oh, that's cool.
Good job, Sophia.
Cool. All right, on the next slide, she's going to have the rates at the moment that we're dealing with over the last 3 business days. So as of last Thursday, rates were looking like low to mid 5s, really nice, very exciting. A lot of people were really excited when I gave them their updated pre-approval amount and monthly payment. It was a wonderful day on Thursday. And then on Friday, the jobs report came out extremely stronger than expected. And so that hit the bond market pretty hard. So on Friday, we had an increase on interest rates than we did yesterday as well. Today, we're starting to flatten out a little bit. Jay Powell, the chairman of the Fed, had some good conversations with a Q&A that happened today that was televised. And basically, at the moment, we're staying the course as far as what the Fed is kind of focusing on doing. So ideally, we can maintain this course if we don't get any more big surprise job reports that come out, like we did on Friday. Also, the next really big market mover is going to be Tuesday, which is going to be the next CPI report. If that CPI report comes out higher than expected, then might give some support or at least additional, what's the word? Sorry, I'm blanking out on that. Extra support for what the jobs report looked like on Friday. So if it comes out hotter, then, you know, it might be kind of a bad day on Tuesday. But if it comes out better, then, you know, we might be able to just take Friday's job report as it should be taken for all January jobs reports with a really big grain of salt. So remember, the road to lower rates is not a linear straight line. It's going to have some decent bumps along the way, but overall rates are lower now than they were a couple months ago, and rates 2 months from now, most people in the market believe that they will be lower. So let's focus on the end game and not get tripped up by a couple of unfortunate days that we just had. And that's about it.
Awesome. Thank you, Mike.
I was wondering if everyone that had a commission and had their shirt on could slide up on the grass in front of the camera. And do the dance. Can we do that next week? That'd be good, right? Well, thanks for having us here. We really appreciate it today. We just wanted to talk to you about our discounts. At WHC, we have 3 discounts for our customers. So first time home buyers, 25% off. All senior citizens is 55 north, 25% off, as well as anybody that's military active or retired. So it's a great tool if you've got clients pitching the numbers. You can see the savings is quite a few $100s there. And then even if our rates are a little bit lower than some of the major companies as well. So it's a really, really good thing to use if maybe you're on a listing presentation or you're doing an offer and you got people pitching pennies, or they want to see if you have another quote for them. Go ahead and bring the flyer with you and show them the savings they can have there. The other thing too is if you have any files like Escrow was talking about that you can't close, we will definitely put a second pair of eyes on them. We've been doing quite a bit of that lately, closing a lot of files for people that can't close them with large national companies. And then the last thing is, we've had a lot of calls on wills, trusts, power of attorneys, foreclosures, probates, all that kind of stuff. Prop 19. We have I have an attorney that I use who will talk with you and your client for free with no obligation. You just call us up, tell us the situation, I provide them the documentation. They'll go through it with you, answer the questions from your customer. The customer can then go ahead and use any person they want, but sometimes it will really help you to get on the listing appointment or help you put the transaction together. So if you have any questions like that, let us know. And thanks again for listening.
Awesome. Thank you, Doug. Always appreciate you and your support. Okay, moving on. Let's take a look at what's on the calendar coming up this month. Commercial meeting part 2. My guess is Phil was so good, you needed an extra hour, right? Yeah. With 1031 exchange with our SoCal commercial team. Simon, class today. Pitch it.
2 o'clock.
What are you talking about?
The RPA, the top 5 most asked questions.
And ask questions by that the agents ask you or the clients ask the agent?
Both.
Okay, good. So that's something you guys definitely need to go to. Friendly reminder, ALC meetings happening this Thursday here at the office at 12. So if you guys are on ALC meeting, if you're not, you can come and sit. Just by the way, someone asked me that the other day. You can sit, you're just an observer, you can listen, you can see what everyone's talking about, etc. So just know that's here in the bullpen. Many Real Estate Live.
That's on the 10th, February 10th. That's our monthly, and we're gonna have Rinat. She's part of our panel. You know, we live in this office and our sister offices, the ARIA Rent Service for Risk Management, and we have big panel of attorneys. Every one of them specializes in different kind of specialty or what have you in the real estate world. Rinat, she is our kind of go-to attorney for this office in most cases. She's gonna talk about the legal form reviews. If you guys have any questions, right? If you wanna ask or just wanna learn the recent changes. So that's gonna be on the 10th, Friday, 10 a.m. If I had to guess, maybe hour, even hour and a half. You're gonna have a lot of questions. Okay? Thank you.
Is it here or Zoom?
Zoom.
Zoom.
Yeah.
But we'll have it on the bullpen if you
Yeah,
like.
you're always welcome to come. I always recommend you come to the office
Right.
because you're gonna have someone next to you, they're gonna ask a question and you can brainstorm what have you. So definitely attending the physical space is always welcome, or if you cannot make it, Zoom in and we're gonna record this as well. Just to miss that time.
Great, thanks, Manny. Janet, Portugal, wanna pitch us?
Sure. Gonna have another meeting with KW agents in Portugal. They're gonna present, it's a morning presentation. They'll present on doing business in Portugal. If you have any clients that are interested in buying something in Europe, Portugal is a great way of going because it's got a golden visa. It's very easy to buy property and actually stay in the country if you buy property there. So it's a good gateway country to Europe, and it should be really interesting.
Awesome, excited. I always love to when you bring them in, the properties are just so fun to look at. I mean,
is what you get for your money.
I love it, so fun. I know last night you Greece or what we sat and imagined
Oh,
living
we
in,
still
yeah,
are.
yeah. I know, I love it. Alex, you're having your lender class.
Monday the 13th, correct?
Yep. Yes.
Yeah, please come out. I'm still actually working on the topic. I haven't, it's gonna be real time, but it'll be a great class. Love to see all you guys there.
Good, perfect. You guys help support Alex, learn a little bit more about loans. Command opportunities, Mina on, one of our TCs is going to be teaching more about command and how to create an opportunity, how to get that started. Many of you guys have questions. That's about, of course, our checks and balances system that we have here at the brokerage with uploading all of our files. So make sure you guys attend that February 17th. If you're a new agent, this is a do not miss, right? So mentors, make sure you're texting your new agents about this, right? So they can learn a little bit more about how to use our system here. Okay, Mighty Mastermind, that's happening February 21st. Put it on your calendar, 11:30. We're taking a topic from those that came from last month that we want to mastermind around and create some action items before we leave. KW Health Monthly Hike, it's happening February 12th in Malibu Creek State Park up in the Calabasas area, street parking. Families welcome. It's a kid-friendly trail.
The kids are welcome. They don't allow pets on this trail unless you put it inside the bag or something like that. Nobody asks, so then it's fine. But anybody been to the Malibu Creek Trail? Anybody remember MASH, the TV show MASH back in the days? So that's the same spot. So we're gonna get very close to that spot. We're gonna go to the upper pond. It's a really cool spot. So it's like a fun, friendly trail, not too intense. An hour long, something like that. Enjoy.
This weekend.
This weekend on Sunday.
This weekend on Sundays. Script and role play Wednesdays. That has been a great group with people. Mike and Alex, of course, take turns. You guys have been really engaged. Do not miss this. It's for a new season. No matter your experience, it's a good way to practice what you're saying to your clients, right? Every Wednesday, the RPA Mastery, that's happening as well. Fritz's coaching session, just a reminder on Wednesday. The awards ceremony, all the invitations should have gone out to the awards recipients. So just make sure you put it on your calendar. That's happening next Tuesday in lieu of the team meeting. Luxury field trip. Janet, everyone's so excited about this. Talk to us a little bit about it.
Yeah, just for people who are interested in selling luxury properties, it's just to kind of get more knowledge about what luxury clients are putting into their house right now. So we're going to go to Faucets and Fixtures over in Marina Pacifica, so really close by. And we're going to have a presentation by them. They'll take us through their product lines and kind of show what the upper end products are and what makes this faucet much more expensive than that faucet. So it just lets us talk a little bit more knowledgeably about items.
I love that. Thank you again for your leadership and putting this together. This is a great thing. Okay. Okay, you guys, I don't know if you have seen this announcement, but all of you guys know Stacy States, right? All of you guys know Stacy States? Yeah, we've had her, our regional director, yeah, Boise, okay, great. So, Stacy has come and spoke before, here, sorry, guys. So Stacy's come here and spoke before us. We're so excited because she's moving up in the region. So now she's what's called the regional operations, right? Regional operation principal, right? OP. And we have a new regional director who's Rick Cunningham. Some of you guys may recognize him. He's been very big in NorCal and Santa Monica, I know is his market center. So we're really excited, and many, I'm sure you can say a few words about it. But anyways, we're getting the privilege to have Rick come here in person to teach us a class. And here's what I need from you guys is to show up and to learn and to absorb from someone who's been massively successful in this business in real estate, running multiple market centers. He has a massive team. He's been in active production, so he's going to have a lot of good things to share with us. So make sure you mark your calendars. It's in person only, Tuesday, March 14th at noon. Okay, make sure in person only. Come meet the new regional director, listen to what he's got to say. Minnie, do you have any comments?
Rick is a very successful entrepreneur and business owner for many, many years.
Yes.
He owns I don't know, maybe 10, 11 market centers in California. He has a very successful team. He's still in the game. He owns many other, different companies around real estate. He's going to come and just talk business, talk to you like you're a top producer from one to another, and talk about his philosophy. He trains and coaches a lot of performing agents. It's going to be kind of really awesome to have that mindset. Another great addition to the regional team. Ambassador, if you may, representative of KW International, that here to empower us and one another. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Awesome. Okay, thank you guys. That's it. Congratulations. We make it through the meeting. You guys, just a reminder, lunch, Deborah, and you guys are going to start bringing out. Deborah, do you want to announce the details?
Please see Cindy first. She's going to be out at the front selling plates. And then give us a few minutes, bring everything out and set it up so that we are organized and ready for you guys to come. Have the beverages over there. Lunch, some sandwich.
Great. So again, purchase a plate, $10 at the front desk. It goes to our nonprofit KW Cares. Awesome, you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great.